Hello guys, welcome to Rip and Email Monday. Today, I'm going to take the Motley Fool as a case study. I'm going to analyze their email infrastructure, their email content and tactics, along with the landing pages they use to convert. And of course, we'll dive a little bit under the hood to see what they're using as far as their email infrastructure. If you're not familiar what the Motley Fool is, it's an investment advisory and consulting company. If you want to find out more about it, you can go ahead and look them up. They basically give you advice on how you can invest in stocks. Okay, considering stocks are a trend, a lot of people are trying to get into the investment world. I thought this could be a good timing. Now, one of their big products or main products is an online monthly membership where you can sign up and receive the latest updates or the latest tips on stocks you should be looking into. Now, here's the thing. Their emails are very, very aggressive, and their tactics in the funnel process is actually very, very smart and concise. However, it's a fine line, and I think, looking at these emails that I received in the past three to 4 days, it just gives you an idea. And I actually deleted a few of them along the way, so I've gotten almost 10 emails from them. Okay, let's look a little bit into their strategy and how they build that momentum, their FOMO, fear of missing out, and try to drive you to take action. So that's the first email. And again, I deleted a few already because I thought there were way too many. But they pretty much build up on that American dream, or the dream of building rapid revenue or investing in stocks that are going to bring you 10x, 100x, 1000x results. So immediately by looking at their email, you can tell from their subject lines, right? This is, for instance, the 10 best stocks to buy now. You were on your way to making a great financial decision. So that's another FOMO right there. Why 2020 could be the year for cannabis stock. Offer expires tonight. Your discount is about to expire. So this strategy in the subject line is very, it really drives, taps on the fear. And if you're risk averse, you don't want to miss out on what you could be winning, right? Now, what you see next to the subject line is actually that pre-header, and they didn't leave that empty, which is pretty cool. They actually put in the name of the company, dash, 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 and then a little headline as of what you expect from here. Okay. Going back to the email itself, there's not much to the branding. It's really the logo and then the copy below. It is HTML because it's centered, and you can see how they actually highlighted and made it bold. Everything that has percentages or dollar amounts, right? And again, another very smart tactics from their side. Now, there's no call to actions in these emails except for one and one only. So if I click on this one, for instance, obviously I'm being tracked, so my click ID has been registered. And now I'm redirected to one of their landing pages. Okay. So this landing page is not their website. It's isolated to join now. And as you can see here, it has one call to action here to join their 30 days membership, a chart, and they're continuing to play on that fear and showing the numbers high. So that strategy, I think, works with some people. Personally, I do a lot more research on this, but it's not giving me option to do anything else beyond buying onto the membership. Now let's move on and look at another email. This one is, you are on your way to make a great financial decision. So now some of the content actually is being recycled as I went through them. They're using the same facts and tactics across the board. Okay. Again, another landing page and one CTA signed by what supposedly is, I don't know, I think this is the CEO. I might be wrong. And the landing page structure again, and you'll see in a second, it might be the same in this case. A bit slow today. Yes, this one is the same. So anything membership driven is converting with that same exact landing page. Let's look at some of the other stuff they have. This one is a monthly full tip. Okay, good branding. They're consistent with the name. Everything in numbers is highlighted, and at the bottom there's one CTA. So again, great strategy, you guys. I think focusing on one CTA in emails is one of the great takeaways to follow from these emails. So they're pushing really hard for me to sign up and join the membership. But this one is slightly different. As you can see, a lot of people overthink landing pages. This one is a lot more concise. Title, a big CTA to sign up. And as you scroll down, I think all of these are pretty much the same CTAs. There are some social proof and testimonials. Join today. And again, that strategy is widely used by online marketers. So whoever built this process is an online marketer at core. This is an anchor. It takes me directly to this payment option to buy their membership. And if you look at this page, it pretty much has the same format on the bottom. So that's probably like a payment widget, which is universal on all their landing pages. So for the most part, if you go through all of them, they're following the same exact thing, driving that fear of missing out, numbers, showing stocks increases and all that stuff through their content. So if you like that strategy, maybe it's a good way to adopt it. Looking at the bottom, they have all that stuff in the legal items appended. Unsubscribe, very important. The address is included. They don't have a phone number. I always like to see that. And they have a person signing this. Now let's look a bit at their signature, email signature. If I expand this, you're going to see mailed by. This is a CNAME bounce back. I think it's good to set this up. I've seen this more surface now as a request to increase deliverability. Not enough signals from my side to confirm that. But if you put bounces dot and you create a CNAME for the recipient to know, in case the email bounces back, what is the bounce back domain or subdomain. You can ask your ESP, like VBOUT, for instance. We can help you set that up if you'd like to have a bounce back domain. Looking under the hood, they're not really using, as far as I've detected, and I might be wrong on this, they are not using any third-party systems to send out emails. They actually have built their own email infrastructure. I've done a little bit of research on this. This is what I found out. Again, I could be wrong, but all their IPs are returning back an infrastructure located near their headquarters in Virginia. Okay, so it could be that they have a cluster on Amazon, they've bought some domain names, and they've built their entire host name processes for that. Okay. They're using multiple IPs, just as I expected. DMARC, DKIM, and SPF are set up, so all of that is checks out. And I think this is what makes the email strategy for this company pretty solid. It's as far as takeaways, it's an aggressive strategy. They're relying heavily on conversion through email. Their content is super consistent with one CTA across the board. Everything is pretty much buttoned up, from the technical infrastructure to the landing pages to the consistency of the conversion. So there's no drop-offs or attribution problems. And finally, it's one of the strategies, one of the hundreds of strategies that you can deploy for your own email marketing tactics. All right, this sums it up for today. Hopefully this was helpful.